Terry Lynn here, the Vancouver Island medium on, I don't know, let me see. Vancouver Island. So tonight, we've been running a contest for the last couple weeks, liking and sharing all kinds of good things. And so tonight, there was probably 40 to 60, maybe 80 entries in here. I don't know. I didn't count them. But there's all right here. Can you see them? So I'm going to pull one right now because we're just going to get this over and done with, and then we can move forward, right? Okay, hold on. And let's see. That one looks like a good one. Okay. Let's put all of these back over here. And, now I remember writing this name down. Chantel Pause. Chantel, Chantal, and Pause, Pauze. Chantel, congratulations. Next Tuesday at 5:30 Pacific Standard Time, you will join me right here on the Terry Lynn Boyle Show here at airpsychicradio.com, and we'll just talk for 30 minutes, you and me, okay? You get the whole show, just you and me, honey. Yay, Chantel, I look forward to it. I'll get in contact with you on Facebook. Okay, I wanted to get that out and over because I know that, I should have waited till the last. That's what a good marketer does, is wait till the last and people watch the whole show. I don't know. I figure you watch it anyway, right? If not, well, you're busy. I'll see you next week. But so Chantel, I did it first, so now you better stick. Never mind. I'm just going to go forward here and move forward. I wanted to talk this week. I'm actually looking. There's something not right here. There it is. Okay. Sorry about that, guys. Okay. Now I'm all settled. I was excited about that, the contest winner. I've been waiting all day to pull it, and it was just really exciting for me. So I'm pretty excited. It's my first contest winner, and the first time that I'll be able to dedicate the whole show to one person in a reading. So I think that's kind of cool. So how is your week? How is it going with Mercury in retrograde? I think it's in Leo this time. I'm not sure, but boy, oh boy, it's been a bit of a week for some of us. Hey, a couple challenges here, a couple challenges there. But, it's okay because these are lessons that we all need to learn. And someone, let me just read this message that I got today. This came from someone who said that they had read their cards and received a beautiful message that change comes in such strange ways. Now think about it, doesn't it? I mean, change. Sometimes we don't even realize we've changed. Other times we're sure that we've changed, but people keep telling us we haven't. So it's really important to see the trueness within you, yourself, your intentions, the way that you talk to people, right? How you want to be talked to, respect people in that way. I had a wonderful weekend. Just, it was so beautiful, so beautiful. We here on Vancouver Island, we've had like a little bit of a heat wave, but I just love the hot weather. So, so I've absolutely loved it, and I've managed to get a tan, and mostly because I have a beautiful little toy convertible. It's so cute. I have so much fun in it. Anyway, enough about me. I hope your week went well. Remember, again, I'm going to talk to you about self-care every single week. So make sure you're taking that time for self-care. Make sure that you are taking 30 minutes for yourself just to sit quietly and be within yourself. It's always nice. I'm not trying to tell you what to do, but I'm making suggestions. Let's go with that. Okay? Okay, let's get to a caller now. One more thing before I go to the caller. This week is the last time that I will be here at 8 at night Pacific time, which is 11 Eastern Standard Time. So next week, we'll start the new show time, and it will be at 5:30 Pacific time, which is Vancouver Island time, and at 8:30 the other place, Pacific. I mean, Standard. Oh my goodness gracious! Oh, I knew I shouldn't have had that bottle of tequila before I started this show. Eastern. That's it. Thank you, Dave. There's a guy in my headphones. I swear. Anyway, so it's 11 p.m. Eastern is what it is now. Next week it's going to be 8 p.m. Eastern. Now that you're totally confused, let's just go to the caller and go, hi, Crystal. Are you there, Crystal? In
Hi.
Elma, Arkansas.
Yeah, can you hear me?
I can hear you. Are you? How are you doing?
I'm doing good. How are you?
Well, if you've listened to the first couple of minutes, you've seen I'm having little issues tonight. It's like I can't talk.
That's okay.
I'm not sure what's going on, but somebody's messing with me. So, where is Alma, Arkansas, Crystal?
It's in northwest Arkansas. It's kind of like close to the Oklahoma-Arkansas border.
Oh, by Texarkana.
Yeah. Well,
Like
north of it. Texarkana is more south. We're about midway, almost to the top.
I grew up in Texas, so that's why I asked.
Oh.
And I remember every time I hear Arkansas, I always think of that show, the hooded guy, the town that dreaded sundown, because it was Texarkana. I don't know. I'm weird. Okay.
Okay.
It was an old movie way back in the 70s. It was a guy who went on to Lover Lane and killed all the lovers or something like that. I don't remember. Not a great show, but now we're off to a good start, aren't we, Crystal? We're talking about ghosts
no, that's
already.
Okay. I just don't know the movie. It's okay.
So, how can I help you tonight, Crystal?
Well, I just want to know if I'm on the right path. I'm thinking about going back to school. I'm actually enrolled, and I'm hoping to get into the RN program. I'm already an LPN, and I'm wondering if I'm on the right path, number one, and I'm just at several crossroads in my life, and I just don't know what I need to do.
Okay, so as I'm sitting here scribbling, are there questions also about the love life? Are you going through something right now?
It might be in there a little bit, yes.
Yeah, I think I'm just going to tell you with that patience is a virtue.
Right.
So I want you to breathe a little bit with this and not do anything rash.
Yeah,
because I think that
we've been together 16 years, so.
Yeah, and that's where the patience comes in. It's like, yeah, that makes sense, because I'm like, I want you to. It's almost like I want you to start fresh. So that would make sense after 16 years. Yep.
Right.
For sure. But I do know that that's not on the top of the list here. Now, are you also a healer though? Do you also have a healing modality such as like Reiki or energy healing of some kind?
Now, such as how? How did you say?
Reiki. Have you ever heard of Reiki?
Reiki?
Hello? Yeah.
Hello,
Reiki.
can you hear me?
Have you ever heard of I can hear you now. Okay, can you hear me?
Okay.
Yeah.
What kind of healing power did you say? I'm
Reiki,
sorry.
Like a healing energy. Reiki is a. Go ahead.
I can always tell that I always want to help people. I don't know if that has anything to do with healing or not.
Yeah, no, for sure. I think what I'm trying to say is that I think that you have a beautiful healing energy that comes from the palms of your hands. Do you find your palms always really, really warm or really, really cool?
Always hot. Yeah, they're always really warm.
That's called. Yeah, and you naturally. Do you have your radio turned up?
No, I'm actually away from my radio. I'm sitting outside and trying to listen because I have a dog on the inside.
Oh, gotcha. So do I. I'm outside too.
Yeah. So I was trying to go to the quietest place I could.
Yes, I hear you. So Reiki energy comes from your palms, and I know I can because I see you. I think you're wonderful at your job. I think you do really, really well. And that I feel like a lot of patients just love you, because it's like you take the extra time with them. It's just as you always
I'm a much
say,
people
have a
person.
nice day, or sorry.
Right. I said I'm a very much a people person. I like to conversate.
Yeah. Yeah. No. And so, but you naturally just put your hands on people, to when you walk up to them and say, hi, how are you? You naturally just put your hand on her shoulder, or his shoulder, and just talk to him. And that you're sending beautiful, loving energy into him when you do that. You're definitely on the right track in your career, for sure. Okay. With the schooling, it's almost like I feel like this might be a little bit of a hardship, but it'll be totally worth it in the end. And I think that you'll be in very high demand with what you choose to do. And it almost seems like it might take a little bit longer to get the RN because of the money, because it might, it just takes a little bit longer. You have to take the courses maybe a little bit slower or something. But that's okay. Maybe that's where the patience comes in, right? But just please do this, because I do feel like you'll be very successful at this, and be in very high demand.
Okay, I have one more question if you don't care.
Okay.
I am very overprotective of my children, and I don't know if it's because I have a fear of something happening to them, or if I have an intuition, or if maybe something I've carried over something. But I am always on guard. I'm always watching them, like them even going into a different aisle. I don't know if it's because I'm in touch with reality of what could happen, but I know that I'm very overprotective.
Well, sometimes this is energy that's brought from a past life, from a previous life, right? To where maybe you were a mother whose children were stolen from her and kidnapped, and that could be energy that you brought with you from a previous life, right?
Right.
You have to have a trust within yourself and within your children. We all have intuitions, right? I'm not really, because I feel like I'm not sure that I feel that you're really overprotective. I feel like you worry a lot. Yeah.
Yes.
I think that you worry
I'm
a
very
lot,
much a
and
worrier.
worry is fear. Yeah, don't worry anymore, honey. We're all made of vibrations, right? Worry is fear, and fear is the lowest of vibration, correct? Yeah, with me on that one? So that means don't worry.
Yeah, and I'm a worrywart. I stress and worry over the littlest things.
So how does that make you feel? Do you get lots of sleep? And boy, oh boy, such a rested sleep too?
Oh, no, yeah. Sometimes
don't
stress
worry.
and worry can give me anxiety.
Exactly. So do you work with crystals at all? Like, do you like crystals?
Like an actual jewel? No.
Like an amethyst?
Oh, no.
Do you know what amethyst is? Okay.
You mean like a jewel, like a crystal?
Yeah. And like you can go to a crystal shop and you can buy an amethyst. Okay. An amethyst will help keep you calm. Okay. An amethyst will help keep you calm. Okay. And journaling. Sit down, and like, worrying is not going to get you anywhere except make you miserable. So why not just ask that they be protected and have faith? Okay.
Right.
The date that they're going to die has already been written down. It's already down, and there is nothing you're going to be able to do about it. When that date gets here, that date's going to be there. Okay.
Right.
There's no sense in worrying about it, right?
Right.
So just keep thinking about it that way. Just keep.
Okay.
Thinking.
And
just
the
keep
right
asking,
path is still on the love, just patience.
Pardon me, you're on the right path with the love also. Just have a few patience and remember what made you fall in love before. Okay. Start remembering those things and being grateful for all of the wonderful things he does for you. And I would tell him the same thing, because I think you're a very good wife. I think you're a very good caregiver for him also. Okay. And he does appreciate you, even though he doesn't say it. Okay. I want you to know that. I feel that very strongly, that he appreciates you more than you could ever know. But be patient. Be patient. Yeah. But remember the things that made you fall in love with him. Okay.
Okay.
And then you have to decide. It's just a decision that you'll have to make. It's a yes or it's a no.
Yeah,
right?
I think with patience, it'll probably always be yes. It's not always greener on the other side.
No, honey, it's not. No. And like I've been with my husband for 21 years, but we've been married for 19. We just celebrated our 19th anniversary, and it's hard work every day. Well, not hard work, but you have to, it's a relationship. You have to work towards it every single day. So
exactly.
It just gets easier and easier, so it'll get there. Thank you so much for calling in, Crystal. Have a beautiful night. Okay. Bye-bye.
Okay. Bye-bye.
So we've got a few minutes left here, so I'm going to go right directly to Allison, who's in Aurora, Colorado. How are you, Allison?
I'm wonderful. Thank you.
Oh, wonderful. I've actually been to Aurora before.
Oh, nice.
It's beautiful.
It is.
And the weather is lovely there?
It is very nice here. It is.
Yes. So,
nice and cool.
How can I help you? Nice and cool?
Cool, yes.
Perfect. So how can I help you tonight, Allison?
Well, I am actually having a very difficult time with a 31-year-old daughter who lives with me, and so does my granddaughter, her daughter, who's almost 3. And my daughter is, I don't know, she's just addicted to something, alcohol, cocaine, I don't know. And I need to get custody of my granddaughter, and I'm just very specifically wondering if I'm going to be able to do that, and how, the best way to do that, if any of my guides can help. And
okay. It's funny that I'd really like you to write down my email address, and we can probably get in contact over yle. It's Terry, TERRY, LYNN BOYLE @gmail.com.
Could you say that again? TERRY?
LYNN BOYLE. Terry Lynn Boyle.
Okay.
@gmail.com. Okay. I'm going to tell you why. I have 8 grandchildren. 4 grandchildren are from my daughter. And she went through some challenges in her life. And I have custody of 4 of my grandchildren. Of course, 2 of them don't live with me anymore. They're grown. And so just 2 of them are here. So I have a little bit of insight into this that I don't want to get into on the show
Perfect.
here. So that's what we'll talk about there. Okay.
Okay. Thank you.
So, but so we'll talk about that then. But the other is, I want you to know that your granddaughter will be fine. I want you to understand that. Okay. I do feel that right now she is better off with you. For whatever reason, the learning that we have to go through with the children that we have and that our children have, because they're in this day and age, so many grandparents raising their grandchildren. So I'm not sure what our generation did to mess things up, but anyway,
right.
but I think that I just need you to know that your granddaughter is she's a very old soul, and she's a very mature 3-year-old
Yes.
in her thinking. She's very wise, and I think that she was meant to come here and be a part of your life through your daughter, but yeah, because I see a very close connection between the two of you. You have a special connection with her that you've had since she was born.
Yes.
Yeah. Yeah. And she's got like does she have like a disability or something in speech or something?
Well, I think she's autistic, but she's, like a very high-end autistic, but she's very, she's actually speaks very well.
Okay, that I think that's what I mean, because I don't know. It's so hard to know if autism is really a disability or if there is such a thing as a disability. It's just that some people have to do things differently than others, right? So, yeah. And this again, I don't, Miss Allison, I have to say, you were definitely meant to talk to me. I have a granddaughter who's 2.5 years old, and she has Down syndrome, and there is a very definite, a special connection between her and I. And so yeah. Hey, sister, how you been?
Well, exactly. When I spent 20 years in the field of caregiving, and I took care of people with developmental disabilities, and many were with Down syndrome, and I absolutely believe that most of these people are angels. Just
for sure.
Not
disabled
I just
at
love
all.
Working with them. Yes.
Oh, yes. That's what I actually did when I was in university. Also, I would volunteer at the state school in Lubbock, Texas. I went to Texas Tech University, so I would volunteer at the state school there every month, and it was just wonderful. It was amazing to work with them, and I feel that I know it's really difficult with your daughter now, and it's going to take a bit of time before she's going to come out of this. But I do feel that there is a better relationship between the two of you later on down the road. Remember, I'm getting kind of mixed messages here. She's got some deep-seated issues. Okay. And I feel like everything that you do or say, it doesn't matter. You could sit there and give her $100 and she'd get mad at you and blame you because, she's on drugs or alcohol because, you gave her the money. So that's just where the situation is, the relationship is right now. Please understand that it won't stay like this. I do feel a reconciliation much later down the road. And I do think that this child will be with you for at least 3 or 4 years.
Cool. All right, good.
There is no need to remind you of this, but for some reason it's coming through. So if it's coming through, then I need to say it. Okay.
Okay.
For whatever reason, I'm kind of being told to tell you to remember it's only positive things that come out of your mouth to the child.
Okay.
And I don't feel like that's needed with you, because I feel like that's how you would be anyway.
Okay. Well, but it totally is, because I can get grumpy and, yeah. So, I mean, it is a reminder. It is something that I need to remember. And
and I think that that's all it is for you, is just a reminder. Okay? Okay, Allison. So if you will shoot me an email and we'll set up something and we'll have a chat. Okay?
I will. Thank you so much. You have been so helpful and just right on. I appreciate it so much, and I will definitely email you. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much. Have a good night, Allison. I look forward to hearing from you.
Okay, thank you. Good night.
Bye-bye. So that wraps up another show for this evening. I'm Terry Lynn Boyle, Vancouver Island Medium. You can get a hold of me on Facebook at Vancouver Island Medium. You can get a hold of me at on Instagram, on Snapchat, on Twitter. I'm all over the place. I go everywhere, man. I'm everywhere. I want you to remember to have a beautiful and wonderful week. Take the time for your self-care so that you don't get burnt out, so that you're not grouchy. Not that I ever get grouchy. Oh, no. Ask my grandchildren. Now ask my husband. Oh, speaking of my husband, love you, honey. He's going to be home on Thursday, and I'm excited about that. So have a beautiful, beautiful, beautiful week. I know here in Vancouver Island, we're having a heat wave. It's supposed to cool down here in the next little bit, which is awesome. Except I kind of like the heat. But it's still cool. And it's still warm, and it's still hot, and it's just wonderful. I'm rambling now. I want you to have a beautiful week, okay? Thank you, thank you, thank you. Take care. Mwah.